I laughed for a long time when he said it.
Me too.
But I also think that Conan O'Brien is borderline like
acceptable.
No, he's like one of them. He's really good.
All right, so y'all know we had to see what the Podfather had to say about Conan O'Brien mentioning Drake and Kendrick at the Oscars. You better like the video. You better subscribe. Let's get it.
I think that's where we are. I think that, and I think that that's a part of what old boy is talking about. Like, yo, this shit is in the mainstream America. It's the Oscars, and they ridiculing the stupid motherfucker for being a pedophile.
And for those that don't know, the joke was that Kendrick said, that Conan said we're halfway
through the Oscars. It's about that time when we refer
for
to
Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a pedophile. Right. Which I thought was a fucking hilarious joke. Just as a joke, I thought it was hilarious.
He said, yo, I'm lawyered up.
Yeah, then he said, I'm lawyered up.
Yeah, I'm lawyered up. That right.
I laughed for a long time when he said it.
Me too.
But I also think that Conan O'Brien is borderline like
acceptable.
No, he's like one of them. He's really good.
He's amazing.
He's really like
he's
really,
a genius.
really,
I said acceptable.
Really good.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Exceptional. Like I view him like that. And part of that for me was even that joke, right? Like before he says I'm lawyered up, you don't really know how to take that.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Like it's open to a million different interpretations, which is why I thought it was great. And we're saying Conan O'Brien, but the black dude that wrote the joke has been on Twitter ever since.
Right.
Defending himself because people have been on his ass.
Yep.
Hey, why did you write that joke about Drake? But he said, I wrote jokes the other way when it comes to predators. I got the tweet. I can find it, but who cares?
It don't matter.
And honestly, that joke to me is as much about a criticism of Kendrick as it is a diss of Drake. It's like Kendrick it's a criticism that Kendrick keeps doing this. Like damn, nigga, another one. So I saw it as a balanced, funny, brilliant joke.
It was really good.
I just thought it was a funny joke. I didn't.
From Drake's point of view, I'm a little sick of hearing my name attached to the word pedophile.
Yeah,
which I get.
I get it. But this is what happens when something that happens in hip hop grows to be that big.
We take it.
All the brands, everybody
take it a little further.
Take it a little
right. They took it further. They took it further.
And that's
he didn't want to do that.
And that's
Freeze. Hey, tell him what he said, Freeze.
I just said it.
What he said?
You missed it. I said it. I said it.
Why is that so funny?
It'll never not be funny.
He took it further, Freeze.
He took it further.
It took it all the way to the Oscars.
Want to do.
It took it all the way to the Oscars.
He didn't want to do it.
He wanted to do it. Nah. He's following through.
I told him. Yo, but that's homeboy's point. That's his point. Like, yo, my name is being associated with a pedophile in front of the fucking Oscars, dog.
Yeah,
enough.
All the biggest fucking advertisers in the world.
But had it went the other way, he would have been calling Kendrick a wife beater. So I mean, here we go.
Oh man,
Is it Stacy?
Hey, Nokia is fighting for his life out there against this pedophile shit. Hey, it helps to have a little slap in the tuck.
That shit doing nice. That shit moving out there, nigga. Take it back.
I like that shit.
Listen,
That shit moving out there. Take it back,
shit.
nigga.
I still like that record.
Take that
Y'all
shit
are
back.
pansies, but it's working for him.
Nah, it's moving, nigga.
It's working for him. I ain't no hater.
Nigga, remember what you said before.
I ain't no hater.
Clean it up.
What I said before?
I don't think you liked it,
I don't like it now.
but it's moving. And it can grow on you. Look what you just did. Is it Keisha?
Hey. No, I don't fuck with that song. My joints off that album are Deeper, Give Me a Hug, the Houston shit, Crying in Houston, Rain in Houston, whatever, and Something for Whatever at
But
the
you can
end.
identify
Those
with
4 songs, special records.
you can identify when something is doing well. Like, yo, this doing. I can see why it's doing well.
I see why it's moving, but
Got you.
UMG ain't paying for it, so I mean, that's coming out of somebody else's pocket. It ain't gonna be around long. You gotta pay for songs to stick
I know,
around.
I'm
It don't
with-
matter how many of y'all like it. You have to pay for songs to be around.
Okay.
But, hey.
Hey, I like the song. I don't give a fuck.
So Lotto did in the car. She dancing to it.
No, I didn't see what Lotto did in the car, nigga. And I did see it, but don't say that to me on air, nigga. You see what Lotto did in the
Not
car.
like that. Not like that. I'm just saying, like she
like
representing, man. Come on.
Listen, they doing what they doing, man.
Yo,
They doing what they doing.
you.
And I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Hey, everybody that's rocking with some shit, rock with it. I ain't the guy that's trying to convince you that a song you like ain't it.
Gotcha.
It's subjective.
Yeah,
Like what you like, I like what I like. That's not what I'm going to on the project, but hey, what he needed right now.
Salute.
That's not what you try to do?
What? Hell no. No, my taste is too weird for me to try to get other people liking what I like and don't like what I don't. No, that's not the beauty of music, Antoine. Why? Why is that? You trying to shoot shot?
Nah.
Go ahead.
Me?
Fucking.
That's how I fuck my leg up shooting
Yeah, I'm
shots.
about to say bad time, nigga.
By the way, Joe, I heard about that basketball game. I heard all about it. And they said you was out here looking depleted. I just want to say that. Joe looking like he waiting to exhale. Joe looking like when you go to church and you get baptized and they put you in that water, but Joe look like he looking for the water. like Joe look like he want to be dipped right now.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
All right, so we gonna leave this on the screen while we talk about the commentary today. Have a little fun. Now, first off, Joe said Conan, it was funny. I don't really know about Conan being funny. I never been a big fan of him or his TV show. So if Joe say funny, that's cool. But I didn't think the joke was funny at all. I didn't laugh when I heard it. If it was a good joke, I would have laughed, right? Just like, we saw Serena Crip walking at the Super Bowl. I was like, yo, Drake, that's crazy. Like, if something is funny, I don't mind saying it's funny. But I think Conan making a statement and then they talking about, well, he said he was lawyered up at the end as if that made it more creative. It just, I don't know. And I did hear about a black guy wrote the joke. And I saw him on Twitter saying that he won a bet that whether or not the joke was going to do good, and he won some money because he bet it would, be funny and people would laugh. And yeah, a bunch of white people laughed, and Joe laughed, and Mark Lamont, who's Joe's co-host on the podcast, he laughed too. But I didn't, I didn't think it was funny at all. Once again, it just wasn't creative to me. I'm like, he could have wrote something about Not Like Us, used a lyric, could have wrote something about Drake and his songs or his career. I just feel like that joke could have been more creative. Oh, it's half of the Oscars. It's the halftime show at the Oscars. Like, half the show is over. So now it's time for us to get Kendrick to call Drake a pedo. I'm like, oh. And I still feel some type of way about Conan being white and making that joke, to be honest. But like I said, if I'm being too pro-black about it, if I'm being too woke, if I'm being too Black Panther, if I'm on my Malcolm X-ish, I'll chill out. All right? As a matter of fact, let's see what y'all thought about the joke. So I put up a question and I said, do you have a problem with the Conan O'Brien joke, calling him a PDF file at the Oscars? And 68% of y'all out of 2,000 votes said don't care. It's just a joke. All right? So maybe it's just me. And I do agree with Mark Lamont when he said the joke is just as much about Kendrick as it is about Drake. Even though at the end of the day, well, first, let me address that. Yeah. Maybe Conan was saying, hey, here we go. We gonna get Kendrick again to say something about Drake. When is it gonna be over? When is he gonna stop calling Drake this? Right? Maybe that was the case. But at the end of the day, when you use that word and you attach it to Drake, Drake is getting the most damage out of that joke, right? It just feels like another opportunity for somebody to say pedo and Drake's name in the same sentence. So yeah, if I'm Drake, like the podcast agreed, I feel some type of way about that constantly being attached to my name. Do I think that justifies the lawsuit? No. But at the same time, yeah, I can see Drake feeling some type of way about the joke in general. And we still trying to see if we'll see Drake's lawyers pressing charges against the Oscars or Conan. Because he talking about he lawyered up. But Conan, I know you a successful guy, but you don't have Drake money, okay? And you don't have Drake lawyers. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. It feel good to say that about a black man. Yeah, you don't got that black man money. I'm sorry. Am I doing too much again? Am I being too Black Panther-ish? Do I need to calm down? I know some of y'all say Drake ain't like he not like us. He from Canada. He only 1/4 black. Look, let's get into the last part of the podcast, which was Nokia. And they was trying to grill Joe about hating Nokia. But if y'all don't know, and if y'all forgot my little mini review of some sexy songs for you, and I didn't do a complete review, but I think I said something on the Joe video or something like that. Nokia is still trash. It continues to be trash. I thought it was trash back then, and I think it's trash right now on March 5th, 2025. I'm glad the song is doing well. I'm glad the album is doing well. But is it Kiki? I Stacy? I think that song is complete hot garbage doo-doo water. Okay? I hate that song. To me, it's the worst song on the project. But that goes into, I don't know everything about music, and I can't, we all can't be the one who gets the single. And that can be said about people in the record industry, right? You got people who got a great track record of picking a record or a hit single, and they pick something and it doesn't do well. I couldn't have been the guy to sign NBA Youngboy. Now, NBA Youngboy does have songs that I like, but I don't know if I would have been the guy to sign him. So that goes into me saying, hey, I don't know everything. If y'all liking a song, if it's one of your favorite songs, I know some people who don't like Micha Padre, the little Mexican or Latin joint on the Drake album. I think that song is fire. But everybody don't like that song. They feel like it threw them off. You know what I'm saying? So it is to each his own. If some of y'all like it, cool. And I'm glad it's doing well for Drake. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this.